It's one of the most famous tales in the Bible, a story which conveys not only a fascinating theme, but also an important message about the relations between man, God, and nature. Recently, a new exhibition opened up at the Biblical Museum of Natural History, dedicated to the story of Noah's Ark.
Originally, I wanted to stay away from this topic, actually, because people see it as just something for children. But once I discovered these beautiful artistic models of Noah's Ark, I realized that this is something that we ought to exhibit for people of all ages to appreciate.
In the book of Genesis, chapters 6 through 9, God decides to destroy all living things except for Noah, who was considered a righteous man. He instructs Noah to build a huge ark and take a pair of each species of animal, and then unleashes a deluge upon the earth. After the flood is over, Noah sends out a dove which comes back with an olive branch, a symbol of peace and rebirth.
I've given thought to the question of why this story has captivated the interest of so many people all around the world. I think there's a few elements involved. One is that the animal kingdom is incredible, especially in its diversity. So the imagery of Noah's Ark, which brings together all that diversity and concentrates it together, really helps you appreciate the diversity.
Rabbi Natan Slifkin, director and founder of the Biblical Museum of Natural History, has spent years collecting hundreds of Noah's Ark replicas from around the world. We can see some of them in this display, which demonstrates the differences between different cultures worldwide.
We have arks that were made in China by a Chinese Christian family who had an ancient tradition of these very fine woodworking techniques. And then when they converted to Christianity, they wanted to adapt these techniques to presenting biblical stories. So they made this absolutely exquisite Noah's Arks with tremendous detail and, of course, translated into the Chinese perspective. So Noah and his wife are Chinese, and the animals are the animals of China. The arks from South America are all very distinctive. First of all, in terms of the artistic style, they're all extremely colorful and showing Spanish architecture. With regard to the animals, so all of them are instantly identifiable by the fact that they feature llamas. Llamas are the classic South American animal, and they feature prominently on every South American ark. Perhaps the most unusual material that we have an ark made out of is our ark from Kenya, which is woven out of banana fiber.
We could even see an ark made by Amish people, which mainly includes farm animals, or one from Bethlehem, which is made of olive wood. And some of the items on display deal with current issues, such as this ark, made by Rabbi Slifkin himself, which is dedicated to extinct animals.
Conservation organizations all around the world, scientific organizations, many of them use Noah's Ark, this biblical story, as their symbol, because it's such a powerful motif, the idea of preserving the last remnant of animals from extinction. So in tune with that, we decided to construct a conservation ark, an ark that would be made out of a tree, symbolizing the importance of saving forests, rainforests, and that the animals on the ark would be the animals on the verge of extinction, animals that are endangered. So we have 24 pairs of endangered animals on this ark, and then next to the ark are some of the animals that didn't make it, the animals that became extinct, the aurochs, the dodo, and the Tasmanian wolf.
Located not too far from Jerusalem, this small museum examines the connection between the animal kingdom and biblical texts. The exhibition is an interesting example of how myths, cultures, and faith all come together.